Go ahead.
G'day everybody, welcome to another Flyover. We're up to our live Flyover stream number 18. Where does the time go? So looks like we've got some great weather out there and the airplane's taxiing away. Having a little bit of difficulty with my screen. Oh, we've got an inboard shot as well. Awesome. So nice early flight. What time is it? 8:30 in the morning over there? What time is it over there? 8 o'clock in the morning. Wow. So it's going to be just above zero for the guys in the plane right now, and then when they get up there, it's going to be just below zero, just below freezing point, or just above freezing point with wind chill just below freezing point. Oh, there, you've got my Google screen there. Cool. So I've got, Matt, I've got a picture of the airport up at the moment.
Yeah, I got it fixed finally.
Cool. Good old technicalities between OBS and Discord. It's a fun time some days.
Yeah, a quick shout out to Turtle Sanctuary with $20 super chat saying, can't wait for this week's flying show and tell, and then the pre-show and tell, and then the real show and tell, and then the Tuesday post show and tell, and finally Jeff A's recap on this week's show and tell.
Yes, our production crew is busy these days between the live streams and the videos we're producing in the production crew. We've got like two crews. We've got this live stream crew, which is mostly Matt. Then we've got the production crew, which is the writers and Jeff and Stevie, our producer, and myself, BJ. A few of us do that. Okay, here we go. We're not on the runway quite yet. We're still in the taxiway. Making sure all the buttons and knobs are in all the right switches are in the right positions. Waiting for the engine temperatures and pressures to all be in the green. The sun's quite low. We're going to get fairly long shadows today. Oh, there we are, edge of the runway now by the look of it. Should have their pre-takeoff flight checklist, ticking off their checklist for pre-takeoff. Yeah, there's a few changes this week. One particular at Massey's, I think we're going to see 18.1 by look at the ground photo, the ground cameras throughout the week. Looks like they've almost got 18.1 ready to be had its crusher cap taken off, and then it can get lifted out hopefully this week. Well, not today in today's flyover, but hopefully this week coming we'll see it get taken out. Mag checks out to Aspen. Check the magnetos are working one at a time. So all sorts of exciting things going on. We just missed out on the booster transport stand at the launch site, but I think we've worked out what's going on there. We'll talk about that on our live stream, probably go into more detail on that on expanded show as well. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning over there, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning here. There's another one for you, Matt.
Yeah, Turtle Sanctuary with another $10 super chat. Kidding about all the show and tells. Was there any decision on any of the shows renaming? And no, we will not be renaming the Flyover show. I guess the consensus is that everybody likes it the way it is, so we'll just keep it this way.
There we go, we're airborne. Oh, look at the shadow. Wow, that's awesome. Nice.
Kiwi
I
Nibbles
think
has a question. What are the benefits of the Cessna over a helicopter when it comes to photos? Is there a difference or is it more cost effective?
mostly it's more cost effective. The helicopter tour down there, we don't use. They tend to stay low altitude outside of TFR. And with the Cessna, with the pilots, are happy to fly up over the top of the TFR. And with the good camera lens we use, we get the greatest photos of all the photographers, I think, as far as aerial photography goes. They're very, very sharp images, very high resolution.
I second
If you
that
were
statement.
if you're going to use a heli, you'd probably want a Huey or a Blackhawk with the door open and looking down out of it. That's the one that gets you high enough with a good enough area to look out. And good luck getting one of those. That's all I want to say.
So you're saying we have to call Dave Sparks and have him come out?
Sure, just get a UH-60. Yeah, Mauricio can tie himself to where the miniguns on like the side of a tactical UH-60 would be, and tie himself off right there and just kind of hang out and take pictures. Yeah.
That would be
point,
fun.
you might as well get a Schnuck.
Nah, UH-60's cooler.
Okay, we're getting some photographs in. Looks like we're going to need to use a bit of light balancing today. Fred can keep one hand in his pocket flying the Cessna. Fred can't keep one hand in his pocket flying a heli. You sort of can. There's a friction on the collective. You sort of can let go of your left hand on a helicopter. Pilots in helicopters tend to fly right-hand seat piloting command, whereas the Cessnas, most of everything else they fly piloting command left-hand seat. That's to do with the collective, so you can let go of the collective to use your left hand on your radios if you need to, or other instrument features. But you can set a friction lock on your collective, and you can let go of the collective when you're in sort of stable flight. I believe the Robinson can fly to 6,000 feet. Banking, I can bank over at 60 degrees or 45 degrees, so you should be able to do similar. But yeah, it's definitely a lot cheaper with the Cessna, that's for sure. And the Cessna gets the job done. Well, they say helicopters don't fly, they beat the air into submission.
I mean, planes do that too, with a prop or a jet engine. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow, right?
Exactly.
Basically.
The jet, I don't know, bang, it's more of a.
Well, it's more of a burn. Suck, squeeze, burn, blow is more of it. What if it's a better way to call it? If you have a bang, you have a problem.
Yeah, I reckon.
That's kind of run into a problem at that point.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Once trim is set on, the Cessna can fly just using the rudder for sure. Yep. In fact, some of the very early radar control planes I flew only had rudder elevator and looking way, way back and didn't even have throttle. Just full throttle, rudder and elevator. But these days, of course, we have multiple channels on our RC stuff. People in chat are agreeing with you with the bang to do with jet engines. Looks like someone's got some experience with AC-130 gunships, whatever that is. Is that those Tigers? Is that what that is?
Hercules, I thought.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
AC 130. Oh, there's like Spectre gunships, spooky gunships. The U is the spooky.
That's right. 130, yeah.
Yeah.
So is it spooky more what electronic warfare on it, or is it?
No, I think it was one of the later ones that had the 20 millimeter Vulcan, a 40 millimeter Bofors, which, by the way, that thing's from World War II. And then the 105 howitzer, which I guess is kind of from World War II as well. But yeah, that was the gun armament on those things, plus flares,
Right.
you know, and chaff.
The modern Puffs the Magic Dragon. That was its world. I thought that was its Vietnam or Korea nickname.
That's what Aspen 30 just said in the chat, so you might be right.
They got their long johns on. Yeah, they got their extra layers on today there. Rex. Oh, that's the ASU unit at Brownsville. ASU unit, the ASU site. They'll definitely be doing some light balancing on these photos.
We have a cold box. Yay.
Oh, here at the Port Connector Road, is that right?
Yep.
Which one's that image?
Oh, we should be able to see the new tank right at the end of that road as well now. We're still staged there, ready to move.
Is that there, Alex? In
Yep.
what are we in?
That
1083.
That would be it.
And it's about, like you said, it's about the same size of one of those tanks.
Probably slightly larger, but yeah.
Cool.
I think it's like 18 by 23 or 24.
Oh, yeah, Freedom units, yeah.
That's what the submittal says, so I'll just quote the official.
That's low pressure, right? Part of it.
High pressure's on the bottom. There's a reboiler in the middle, and low pressure on top.
Cool.
I still want to know where those 3 tanks are going, because all of a sudden we've had new tanks just show up, and then those have just sat there. It's kind of funny, honestly. Watch those go to 37.
I'm hoping the Flyover leads some. I think 2 of them potentially are going to be at the ASU.
I think so also. But I honestly feel like the ones that are at the launch site, those 2 might be the ones going there. But that's just my thought.
That's
pretty
gonna be
wide box.
Go ahead, Stephanie.
No, the same. Pretty white box.
That'll be a fun lift to watch.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll
go on.
Say they'll both pick it up, of course, and then the 11K will make it upright. They'll disconnect that is the 1500, and then they'll have to either before or after they'll have to set the counterweight tray up, then hook the counterweight tray and then lift it into position, right? Something like that.
I'll be curious with this boom configuration because it looks. Well, I mean, obviously they plan to lift. I think they might have to crawl a little bit. So what tank is at the end of the Port Connector Road?
It's right at the entrance to the Highway 4.
Dude,
I haven't got a photo of that yet.
It's another tank that just appeared.
dude, Caesar.
Oh, yeah, we do. There it is.
Someone got a picture of it.
We've
I
got a
don't
picture of
remember
it.
who. Well, I mean, no, I meant someone got a close-up shot of it. I don't remember who though. That's what I was saying.
I have a
Yeah,
feeling
with
this.
Caesar.
Oh, Caesar.
I have a feeling this will go to one of the threes they're putting on it. The old Lego pad. Because they have 3 methane skids for
Yeah.
tank management.
The odd thing is they have a port to Massey's closure. So, take it that what you will.
I don't think they
But because
drilled the piles there. Yeah,
they didn't. But my other thing is would they be wanting to upgrade the LN2 side at Massey's? But the
Yeah,
thing
what's that?
is then they would have to drill new piles, right?
Yeah,
So
because the original OG tank farm didn't have piles, only the later locks, the later nitrogen, and obviously all the methane.
yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a feeling those either the 3 tanks sitting at the Port Connector Road are gonna be for a later expansion at the launch site for the methane when they move everything around again. Or those are going to sit there forever, and then SpaceX is going to go, oh, right, we have these 3 here. Let's bring these to 37.
I mean, we've never seen them do that.
No,
As I'm
never.
looking at those 2 large methane tanks.
Because, like, those tanks are not easy to get, and they're just sitting there.
Well, I thought somebody posted that the shipment was coming from Antwerp or the Netherlands, so that'd be chart Europe.
So I bet SpaceX has just ordered a boatload of cryo tanks. It just takes a while to make them.
Massey
Yeah.
shots coming in.
Well, look, unidentified appearing tanks.
Yeah, they're very good about that. Yeah, still the cold box looks a little bit different now than it did in the other shot.
Oh, there we go. Just starting Massey's now. Yeah, now just get rid of it. Both test tanks can go now. Soon.
So much hate.
Oh, so much patience. We've had. How'd it go, Ryan? Which is talk about patience. I think Ryan's come up with his spreadsheet that this is the longest we've seen the launch pad with no vehicles at it, like ever.
Yep, for the entire program.
That's insane. And I read that. I thought,
When
what?
Starhopper rolled out, it did all of its tests at the launch site, and then you had Mark 1, you had SN 1, 2, 3, 4, you had all the SN numbers doing cryo tests and everything, and the times between those, even going to like SN 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, you still had like between 6 and 8 out there. There was still less time between when those tanks were out there than what we have between Flight 11 and now. Like it's been like 113 days without a single vehicle at the launch site. Like, if people are getting antsy, it is why, because it is the longest time ever since. which is nuts. I didn't think that was true until I looked back at everything.
We just got a $10 super chat in from Felix saying, "Good morning, guys. Any chance you can get a shot of the USS JFK? Curious how far along the scrapping is." We probably have
Just
a
showed
couple.
it.
There we go. Yeah, there it is. Wow, it's really going down.
No, that's not it. It's over here. This is the JFK over here.
Oh, okay.
Down there's the JFK. This is the one next door to JFK.
Oh, gotcha.
JFK. Oh, I can see a mouse over. JFK is just off screen. Hang on. Oh, I can just see it on my screen. I've got my screen reduced a little bit to get rid of the address bar. We should. Well, might send Rachel. Can you do that, please? Just shoot him a quick DM to ask if he can do that.
Absolutely.
It's the hangar deck is almost entirely exposed. The flight deck's almost entirely gone. I can just tell you that right now. So
Have we got a shot of it already? Have we?
a long range shot of it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
1101 is a longer range shot of it.
Message sent.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yep, you can see it there. Yep.
Not.
Yeah, last week they were starting to tear the nose off of it, I remember.
And that one you saw was see just next door. There's another berth just next door. And then there's an empty berth next door to that again. There you go, Felix. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. I don't like to harp on about that, but it does help. Thanks.
Yeah,
it looks
where's
like
that place? Sorry.
looks like that ring stand is huh.
It looks like they're going to use the old booster thrust
Yeah.
stand for one of them.
There's two rings next to 18.3.
I think 18.3 is going to go on that ring stand that they used to use for between stackings, and then they're going to roll it back and scrap it, or they're going to roll it away and scrap it. And then I think that adapter ring will go on that, and then I think 39.1 is going to go on there. But that's just me. Maybe it's going to go on that instead.
Well, they moved the three things away from that one, and that one is 18.1 could sit on it without any effort.
Oh, it's got the clamps. It'll just sit straight on it,
Yeah.
won't it?
Yeah,
Whereas
this is
this
the only
stand here won't
stand.
hold it.
No. Yeah, the lower one by the locks is the only one capable of moving that one.
That or
Unless
the
this
aft,
has got-
or they grab the aft cart.
Yeah. Yeah, probably that ring stand will be for the booster aft.
Yeah.
I mean, the ship aft they used.
Yeah, the ship aft, yeah.
And then they'll probably
Where is
just...
it?
It's down below. Yeah, and they'll probably reconfigure that stand.
Yeah, it's probably easier for them to reconfigure the old can crusher because they can do that swap out bolt procedure with it. To put 39 on, other than trying to do the super crusher, because they also have to redo all the actuators in the super crusher if they wanted to do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the reason they brought the bolt down stand is so they can just move, what was that, 18.3?
Yeah, they bolt it.
Bolt-
maybe bolt it to that and then move it out or something.
Yeah. They went to the left of it stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
'Cause that has... Yeah, go on.
They can bolt that test tank to that. Sorry.
Quick thank you to Aspen30 for the $5 super chat. Much appreciated.
Where did that other sound come from? It wasn't from the front of Marcy's, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it is.
I think that's the old ship transport stand that was sitting there that they modified.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It used to be sitting here.
Yeah.
I can't quite see. It's haven't quite got the photo yet.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. So that's definitely that stand. They modified it to basically take a bolt, one of those test tanks. I wonder if that's going to be their new interface for test tanks like that. They're just going to make that kind of bolted interface so they can move it around between stands. It
I'll
makes sense.
tell you a secret. That's what they've been doing all along. They welded down to those bolt plates.
Yeah.
So
Although I don't think I've seen them make this many like a dedicated transport stand for it. I'll say that.
no, well, I think we've talked about it quite a bit. That the Block 3 V3 test campaign is substantially more.
Yeah. Substantial.
For once.
Well, like you said before, like you've been saying that they're more likely were overbuilt a bit earlier. Now they're trying to lose weight, so perhaps they're starting to push the envelope a little bit with engineering, and they really need to test things properly this time around.
Yeah. And 18.1 or 17, whatever, that went through quite a few permutations.
I'd say if SpaceX wants to do, if SpaceX truly wants to do their 1 million satellites, they'll need just about all the LNG they can from that plant. Man,
Yeah, except they can't get any.
I know.
This is already
Six,
spoken
16
for.
16,000 launches in 7 years. You okay?
How many is that per day?
Like
Yeah.
6 or 7. Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
doable.
and on top of that, they don't have the right pads to go to the inclinations they want to go to. So,
What inclinations do they want?
I think it was 30 to SSO. Doing SSO is a gigantic
Boca.
pain for them.
Boca, it's perfect for it.
For that
And
amount of
they're
launches?
and yeah.
You know what would be a perfect place to do SSO launches from, but they don't have any
Vandy.
pads from there? Yes.
But funny you mentioned that. I thought Space Force wants to
They do, but
put
I
one out to
mean,
lease.
timeline wise, I mean, the EIS would pass, but they still have to go through the rigmarole of doing an EIS, so 12 to 18 months, and then 2 years to build the pads, plus the gigabays there. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Is that dirt? Is that new dirt out here?
I can't tell. I doesn't look like it because there's still a silt fence.
No, it's not. I don't think it.
Ah.
It doesn't look changed.
Because that's
Oh.
vegetation. I think that they have to clear.
Oh no, it's just an illusion. That's a bit of water thing. Darn it.
Wow, that Lego pad is.
Tidy.
I don't think the Lego pad really exists much more as the Lego pad anymore. just saying.
I'm curious how much of it's actually left under a layer of concrete.
Because to put those the two large tanks in, they just drilled through it for the piles, and then they kind of used the Lego pad or part of it to make like the slab, And then it looks like they completely chopped it up and poured an entirely new slab.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's much left of the Lego pad or much of the concrete used for the original tank farm.
Wasn't it like
No.
4 or 5 foot thick?
Yeah, and was it OLM under pile cap like I don't know 3 to 4 meters?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
four. I think it was
So
4 plus the plate, or it was like
yeah,
3.75 plus the plate or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Zach might remember more than I do on that one.
they just but Tiger Demolition really made quick work out of it.
I see they used, I think BJ showed him one of the ground shots. They used those new transport stand adapters too. And they did get rid of 18's R. Is that right? Yeah, 18's R.
It was sitting by the white tanks.
I think it's behind the white tanks.
Cool. Oh,
At
so it
least
was, so which stand rolled? That stand rolled, did it?
I have
No, there was a there. You probably can't see it. They might have parked it by Mega Bay 2. But unless that is the standard they rolled, and they already I guess that is the one they rolled, and they already disconnected the SPMTs, and that they're probably under the cryo stand. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
at this rate, which
So that
is
one didn't move. It was the one near the rocket.
which
Guys.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
to look
18s.
for.
Yeah, it was 118 was on that moved.
So I wonder if the cryo stand also has the same adapters these days as the new booster adapters. Probably, wouldn't it? Can we see in there with SPMTs are under it? No, not yet.
Yeah, Bama in Italy coming through with another 20 gifted memberships. Wow. Really appreciate you, man.
Was that just today, or was that more than one today, Matt?
Well, that's the first one today, but he's done it basically every stream for like the last 5 streams.
Oh, awesome. I guess it's time for the cranes to climb again soon.
Oh, cool! We can see exactly where the booster transport stand was sitting at the launch site, because those SPMTs left some tire marks. There you go.
We also had a couple quick questions. Zappa is asking about that little plot of land next to the parking garage, and was wondering about that big parcel. Does the city of Starbase have control of how this land can be used, and what can the owner build on it?
The one next to the inventory tent?
Yeah, this
Yep.
one here. The one next to the parking garage on Remedios Avenue.
Ooh. Wow, that's unexpected.
I mean, I don't know much about it, but I do know that that's privately held and they do not want to sell to Starbase. That's about as far as I know.
Yeah, I don't think they want to sell to anything related to SpaceX at all. That's why SpaceX has never gotten it.
I've got a turnout, Danny. The whether SpaceX can control what they do on it or not, I don't know.
Yes. They have zoning control.
Yeah, now they do. So, yeah.
But
Oh, they could get like nasty and say no for anything, any kind of development.
They could jack up property taxes if they wanted to, too.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of. Wow, they filled up the deflector with scaffolding.
I was just about to say that flame trench is starting to look a bit full of scaffolding again.
Yeah, they're doing something to it.
And all four had a quick question. Will boosters and chips need extra bracing for breakover?
Probably not. Because remember, right, on boost back, I think the booster is up to, was it like 14 to 20 G at one point? So
Yeah, trying to like within 30 plus seconds, they have to. It's canceling out a boatload of velocity, so it decelerates by a lot.
So at least for the booster handling that kind of those forces, it should be fine.
And as far as the ASU, Crane Man has a question. Where are they going to plant the cool blocks at that site?
If we right by Marvin right there, where Steph is pointing at. It's down a little bit. It's in line with the middle skid. Because right at that corner, right closest to Zeller 11K, there's a nitrogen tank going there. A vertical.
And we may get 2 tanks over here. Not sure yet, though.
Not looking likely.
Yeah,
But
still hard to tell. Is there any real reason to store them, to have big tanks like that here when you got the tank farm just across the road? I suppose it depends.
most of what they use will for the process will keep here. I don't think they'd ever have to backflow from the bulk storage, or except maybe for startups. So if they took it to a cold startup scenarios, then they'd probably need to bring in liquid nitrogen to assist with that process.
I tell you this: that booster lifter is definitely up, and probably on 19 now, because it is not in the bottom of the bay.
So that answers the question whether Booster 19's got grid fins too, doesn't it?
I wouldn't say that answers the question, because I still think that even with grid fins, they would use that lifter to lift it. Because trying to do slings around grid fins is, I wouldn't do that. That booster lifter thing is way too nifty to not use it on everything.
Yeah, sorry. I hadn't thought of that. That's actually, very correct. Thank you.
Got a $20 super chat from Ribby saying, here's some gas money. Thanks for everything. We appreciate that, buddy. We got a couple other questions in also. For Massey's, New Irane Spaceflight asks, what's the status of the road leading from Highway 4 to the Massey's? Has the paving been completed? And is the booster thrust simulator stand passable?
It should be fine for running a vehicle on it right now.
Yeah, I think it's only halfway done still, isn't it?
Barely, probably a tenth.
Yeah,
But both sides of the highway have been, I mean, they can roll the SPMTs across it because where they have doing concrete, they've done both sides of the road now.
Gotcha. And then Crane Man was asking about Pad B. More holes in the deluge ramps in Pad B. They also lowered a man lift in there a few days ago.
They've been installing and cleaning up scaffolding and they added some new camera periscopes to the underside of the mount.
Oh, so that's probably the reason of all that scaffolding down there then.
No, that's different. I can't. Made with the high res. I don't have a good feel right now if it's because the work they did with those holes when it was at Sanchez, they did basically more or less people on their bellies with so yeah, whether or not they need to put scaffolding if they're doing anything to the deflector face.
There's your SPMTs, Brian, underneath the booster cryo stand.
They just got to move it.
But they've been there forever, unless they.
Oh, what?
Yeah, either they were there or they took them out. I mean, they might have been there the whole time because I don't think they have a way to set that thing down. But I was hoping to see it in the middle of moving.
Yes.
When we went over, that's what I was hoping to see, but it's not. So we're waiting on it.
Like make its way to Mega Bay.
Oh, so it did. So I don't know why. Yeah, okay. I did have it under them already. Thank you. Sorry. There you go. I feel like I should have remembered that. Re-drilling the flame trench bucket, hey?
If I'd say that.
Is it almost like it's on the circle, that they mark on the, the circle? Well, it's actually not a circle, but you know what I mean?
I mean, that's a perimeter, but most of the drilling wouldn't be in the perimeter. It'd be in the field underneath where a plume would be. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they chucked the burnout with SPMTs.
Came in
Angle.
hot.
It's an odd angle. I suppose they only really needed to hook into the. No, it's wireless. I'm not. Has that even got a cover on it? Or is it? Oh, it's down here, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's roughly there.
I think they were just testing the tower to control the stand. I don't know. There's a few theories getting around, I guess.
The whole thing of the stand connected to that connection point is kind of out because there was a tire on it. So I don't think they were using that, or maybe they had a one cable connected or something. I think they were just testing communication between the tower and the stand for stacking purposes. I think that's all they were doing.
That's sort of what I was saying.
They
Getting the tower to operate the clamps on the stand. The robot.
Have they got most of the arms retracted on the launch mount? Am I seeing things that
They do
They.
with
Yeah.
doors? Yeah.
On
Cool.
Wise Flyover last week, they were closed as well. Well, I'm curious as if they welded to fill the gaps between the arms and the OLM. Where?
Over there.
It's a trash. Look, it's a trash can.
Oh, last week you missed it, Ryan. By Sanchez, one of them, the whole bed looked like it's filled with trash.
I mean, that's what it's made for. It's just a trash can.
Wait, is that That's the pink Cybertruck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not sure. It could be the lighting too, but yeah, maybe. Isn't that Gwen's? Is that right? I don't know. Isn't Gwen got a pink one?
There was one seen sitting at the R2 the other day, so I think someone had a ground shot of it.
Now, I thought someone commented on that shot. That's the boss's car. I think meaning Gwen. But I'm not sure if that's just the morning light instead of actually
Yeah.
being pink.
Look at the one
What-
next to it, Steph.
That's rose gold or pink.
Oh, this one. Oh, okay. True.
Yeah, and to Ryan's point, yeah, the SPMTs were covering up the access plate.
So
Oh, that's the tire on it. I thought you meant just like an old tire. Sorry.
I mean, they might have been able to hook into one part of that or whatever, or maybe they ran a cable. Who knows? There's always that possibility too, but or Bluetooth, yeah. Disconnects every time you get like 10 feet away.
Right.
Um,
OLEM
but-
connection lost.
no, I can hear it in my head.
Yeah.
Tower connection lost.
Random Cybertruck connection connected. Yeah.
Then
Getting
starts
it done.
blasting like Katy Perry, and it's like no. You
Oh,
weren't meant to
man.
hear that.
I love how they're pretty much drilling 24 hours a day now.
Then next up is the sheep piles.
Which, let the record show, they conveniently labeled they're 60 feet long, so
Oh, how nice of them.
Yeah, that's convenient of them.
well, I mean, they're standard lengths for a lot of stuff.
Hey, I can see Vix in the chat. G'day, Vix. Dang, keep those toes wiggling. Yeah, it's pretty cold up there. Plus the wind chill factor. I was just talking to Michelle before the stream saying, does the cabin heat do anything? And he's like, no, not when the window's open. It literally goes straight out the window. Being an air-cooled engine, you can tap off that bit of that hot cylinder air and pump it into your cabin, or just open a valve. But don't have to pump it in there; it just goes in there naturally. There's one for the carby too. It's carby heat. Stop icing.
Got a $4.99 super chat from DMHMT for cabin heater repair.
Curious.
Yeah, no, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd be curious to see if the both sides of the deflector have their scaffolding on them or not.
I don't think I've got a shot around there. Just
Yeah,
yet.
they do. I can barely see it on the other side too.
Cool.
1587. If you grab that one.
I think we need to invest in a couple of them battery-powered gloves.
The lighting's a little wonky, but in 1587 you can definitely see the outlines of scaffolding in there.
Yeah, it's in about the same spot too.
Little sad, I don't know, something face, whatever. Words.
Yeah,
Words are hard.
They are hard. English is hard.
I don't know how people learn it as a second language.
I reckon
Right.
that's
Right.
full marks to them for doing it. That's for sure.
Looks like the methane farm has got all of its motors back.
Yeah, finally.
You can even see that there's a pallet where they took one of them off and reinstalled it.
So what did
Yeah,
they
no,
put
how long and all the
number?
motors going to stay in place?
What did they put number? What was the 4s back on number 8, and then put the new one back on number 4?
Who knows?
But being that
Oh,
the
so
ship stuff isn't hooked up, it's interesting they're doing anything with that side of the tank farm.
should be able to do something pretty soon, shouldn't they?
I mean, bolt in the pipe section, but yeah.
Oh yeah, just remembered the blast wall behind the tank farm. They finally started doing the end of it. The
Oh yeah,
slope
they're
curve
wrapping it
there.
around.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, they're wrapping it around to protect the little the valves before it goes straight into the trench.
Big thanks to Methane Man for re-upping his RGV Flight Supporter membership for the 27th month, saying howdy from Texas. And a big welcome to Zen Dragon for becoming an RGV Flight Supporter. We really appreciate you guys.
Stephanie, 1520. If you want to see.
Oh yeah, they finished up at the wall as well.
Yeah.
It actually looks all right. It doesn't look too bad under the ground.
I think it's hilarious. Those are drain pipes.
I'm sure that's below grade.
Such a weird angle and everything, too.
I hope it's below grade anyway.
It is. That big gutter they put in. They made it their own little infinity edge. That's more of a joke for you.
Oh, I love infinity edges.
And with how small that thing is, I don't think we're going to be seeing the Mars sign put on it.
Gateway to Mars. I don't know.
You
Yeah.
can if you change the spacing slightly, although you haven't got much wiggle room to play with.
I'm not sure, actually. I'd be surprised if it didn't fit. Well, I don't know. It's too hard to guess. Too hard to judge.
We can go back to the old one because I think they use the same
Ooh.
forms. What?
They have mostly scrapped 18's aft. It's sitting right next to the forward section, which hasn't been scrapped yet. But like the bottom ring of all the pipes are completely exposed because the walls are gone.
Big thanks to Methane Man for the $20 super chat, saying nice clear day.
If Mauricio can hear me, like if you can try, because now it's mostly exposed now. But
It's best we'll ever have it.
That is literally the best shot we will ever have of a Block 3 aft.
I'm kind of hoping they still got the sort of thrust puck assembly of it still there next week without all the pipes attached. You can see the inside face of it.
So yeah, if Mauricio, if you were to go like right over Sanchez or something or whatever, it sits right next. It's right next to the truss section, somewhat close to the. Probably can see it, but yeah, looks nice.
Mauricio's spelling away in chat there. You can add him in the live stream chat too if you want.
And Ciron re-upping their membership for the third month for RGV Early Access, saying the sign on the short wall will be way to Mars.
I like it. That'll solve the the issue of not enough room to take the gate out of it all. Let's see. That's not. He hasn't got a direct shot of it yet.
Of what?
Of the
They're-
18.18, I mean.
They're redoing more concrete in Sanchez. Surprise!
Speaking of concrete and foundations and stuff, Geo264 with a $20 Canadian super chat asking, how deep was the original foundation with all the rebar and concrete under the old demolished orbital launch pad? Did it go deep? Did it go as deep or deeper than the flame trance excavation on pad 1?
The no. The piles did, but the actual down for the pile cap didn't. I'm scrolling, trying to find the old gateway sign.
Ah, yeah, cool. Are you going to count formwork marks?
Yeah.
Under the OLM, wasn't, did we just said before, wasn't it like 3 or 4 meters, the concrete block they put underneath the OLM?
Like 4.
Yeah. Wasn't that?
That was
Yeah.
that was after flight 1, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah, so not quite as deep as the new trench.
But the piles all went to about the same overall depth. Because those were also, at most, I think those were also 110-ish feet. $30-meters-ish.
All 4 in the chats actually suggested a really cool idea for the signage. They should mount it vertically down the tower.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
You know what I just thought of, and I hope we catch it when it happens. When they break apart that forward, I want to see the support structure under that forward dome so badly. I hope we catch that. I really hope we do in some way or another.
The forward dome of which article, sorry?
I mean, I don't really care whether it's 18.3 or B18 itself, but I want to see what the cavities look like inside and what support structure they have under the dome, and I want to know what's under there. So I can't wait till they scrap one of those and if they do it outside and we catch it. We have 2 opportunities.
So underneath, under here, where there's something that supports the dome from the blast of the ARVACs, I mean, of the ship's engines up underneath the dome.
Yeah, something that kind of ties together the dome, the truss, the tank walls, and the 3 grid fin cavities together. I figured there's got to be something under there. We just don't know what it is.
Oh, and the grid fin cavities, yeah.
Stuff.
And things.
Magic?
Stuff, things.
Magic?
I mean,
It looks like those other adapters are still here, and those adapters are still there. So what on earth have they got in between that's... Unless there's another set of these, or there's something other than that set of things. What's on the what's in between the SBMTs and the boosted cryo stand right now? It's not those adapters, and it's not those adapters.
I don't remember what's between the cryo stand and that off the top of my head.
I'll have to have a look at that message that BJ posted about what was in between this transport stand and the SPMTs. I don't think it was those adapters either. I thought he was talking about these adapters, but I'm not sure now.
Yeah, he was talking about the ones just circling there, Stephanie.
Those
Yeah.
ones, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're here and they're here. What's in between? Well, my question now is what's in between the booster cryo stand and the SPMTs right now? Maybe they've got a second set of these adapters somewhere. Just haven't seen them yet. Oh, they could have been underneath it the whole time. So where are these SPMTs? Do you think they rolled them out from underneath the cryo stand, put them under this transport stand, and put them back under the cryo stand now?
Mauricio,
Probably.
I'm going to ping you to the cryo stand is moving, by the way, so you can
cool.
catch it moving.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Time to put a booster on it.
I'll just do this too.
Well, it hasn't got far to go, just around the corner.
Yeah, but it'd be cool to catch it in the middle of the move.
Yeah, definitely message him because he doesn't have his other headset on at the moment to hear us.
I put it in live comms. I just pinged him.
He seems to be looking at live comms, yeah, in the live chat. Oh, and live comms up here, oh, yeah.
I think the Gateway to Mars would fit.
And
Excellent.
1999 super chat from Matt Kirk saying, "Thank you guys for sharing your knowledge with the rest of us nerds. You are more than welcome, sir."
Alex, is that the sign fit with the same gaps as before, or would they have to change the gaps between the letters?
Just eyeballing, it looks. I didn't count because they use different forms on this one, but just eyeballing, it looks about the same. I put it in Patreon Lounge. One of Mauricio's ground shots from 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does look like it probably would fit actually. Huh.
I think Mauricio did get some of it of initially moving. I'm looking here. Yeah, I can see Mauricio's getting a little bit of it moving. You can even see it. You can see it from the older pictures, and some of the newer ones is definitely catching it moving. So maybe we'll catch it inside the ring yard if we can.
All right. Yeah, it'd be good to catch that move. Where is he? He's going back over. Oh, he's still hanging around the build. Where is he on the... Where are we on flight radar?
He's in Marcy's way now, isn't he? I think up, sort of heading that way.
Yeah, I'd have to turn back around again.
And another thank you to WDB Fradio for a $10 super chat. Much appreciated, guys.
There we go. Pretty good turnout. 250 in YouTube chat, and
I don't think they'll make the opening of this move window, but maybe they'll make it like 2 or 3 p.m. Hopefully. I just, the one thing I hope they don't do, and it's one thing they always tend to do these days, is they'll plan for a day move, then they'll take 10,000 years to put the booster on the cryo stand, and then they'll delay it till midnight again. And it's like, oh my goodness. Because they like can't go at like 5, 6 p.m. If they go at like 6 p.m., it's during shift change, and that's really, really bad. So then wait till shift change is done and they just go at midnight. So hopefully they're quick to get the booster on the cryo stand and get it out so that we actually have a daytime move. Let's cross your fingers, everyone, because they always seem to take forever with this stuff.
So
Although the one thing that does suck slightly with the booster cryo stand is they gotta manually clamp it in each location, from what I've seen.
Real quickly, just want to shout out to Methane Man for sending 20 gifted memberships. Thank you so very much. That is so awesome.
So it looks like they're going to be rolling those tanks onto that new pad pretty soon. We have room.
Yeah, I was gonna say I noticed I just noticed the little ramp going up to it.
Yeah, and they're placing fill skids as well.
Am I right in saying it's only looking like there's gonna be 4 tanks going there?
Yes.
Okay.
Which will completely cover. They'll put those 4 tanks in, they'll hook them in, and then all those little ones and those all the old ones will go bye bye. That's my guess. Right, as soon as those are operational, all the old ones go bye bye.
I guess like you.
Go on, Jake.
I guess like you were saying the other day, Ryan. There's a lot more reconfiguring of the tank farm to be done still.
Yeah, because it looks like they'll roll those tanks in there, they'll hook them up, they'll tie those into the systems that the 2 larger those 2 really big tanks are in. So all that is then one isolated like methane system. They'll then disconnect all the older ones and they'll pull all those out, break up all that concrete, probably relay the concrete. Then they're going to move in sections all those other tanks over, unless they have the new land already set up for it. And then they'll move those over, and then they'll move everything over again. So it's probably going to move. These tanks are probably going to move at least another 2 times before they're in their final location. That's my guess, anyways.
You have a lot more pipe jacks than it looks like they have pads.
Over there next to the skids.
Yeah, next to the right of the white tanks.
Yeah.
But looking at that, it very much looks like they might extend that pad too.
So they'll build a ramp up with SPM2s to drive straight in.
Yeah.
I think that pad's going to get extended towards where the old methane tanks are, and then they'll just move those 2 big methane tanks over.
Yeah.
And then the tank should be out of the way of the trench exit, or mostly out of the way at that point.
Yeah.
So then basically they put up a blast wall to protect the tanks. Those will move over. All those will go, and then those methane tanks will basically stay where they're at until all the land grab is done, and then they can move the entire methane tank farm to another location. Basically, I think is what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to do their. We get new tanks. Somebody else is going to get the GSC proven infrastructure.
I don't. Yeah, it's somebody else, not SpaceX. They're not going to reuse those for any of their pads. No. No.
I mean, Massey's is not Massey's. Massey's or McGregor would be the only
McGregor
place.
might get it.
They get all the trash. Oh wait,
Yeah.
Can I say that out loud?
Big thanks to Jop Kuipers in the chat, re-upping their membership for the 31st month straight for RGV Early Access. And they say, hit that like button, please. Yes, if you could hit that like button for us, guys, we really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm and helps lots of other people see all of our content. And if you're having trouble with getting our videos as well, make sure you hit that bell icon and choose all. Quick question from Jeffrey Morrison in the chat also. How far is the test facility from Mega Bay? I believe they're talking about Massey's.
4 clicks, 3.
Give or take. I mean, just Massey's Way alone is a mile.
Yeah.
It's like 4 miles to get there, and then another mile down Massey's Way, or something along those lines.
It's pretty crazy.
What did you say that ship section is from 18.3?
It's there, 39.1.
Oh, 39.1. There you are.
Yeah, that aft skirt.
It's on a stand. On a
Oh,
wheelie
cool.
stand. I like the renders I saw from Kiwi this week. Let's see how he's going with it.
Holy jumping. Like, look at all those triangle truss pieces they're putting together. Like the and not the, like, if you take a shot that's looking at the ramp, it's like this thing is complicated. Some of the stuff they're doing. 2113.
Dead center, bottom.
Real quick, thanks to Pete 2.0, re-upping their membership for the 46th month straight for RGV Flight Supporter, saying, nice shots, RGV.
Ooh, those are interesting.
Yeah, that was my point. Is that's new.
These were over there before, these ones, but yeah, that's all new.
The other ones are almost like jacks.
Yeah.
So they're building. They're worried about tanks. Oh, wait, never mind.
I think there was something in that, Alex. Oh, the wrong way.
It's funny with this new test stand thing that it's like whenever you think you have an idea, they just go and add something new again.
Yeah, because Sons of Ground Shots made it look like the pieces they installed last week, they have modified in place.
They emptied out where you see where they had all that stuff stored off to the side, the high pressure tanks, the subcoolers. They emptied it out and then put cones around it. Off to the side, up to the left.
It's probably going to put the that tank there for a bit.
Yeah.
Store it out of the way.
But
Yeah,
why?
I think that's hilarious that they moved everything from the other side to the berm. Well, that's pretty clear that they're going to make one of those pile drills is going to end up here soon.
If that really is methane, why do they need that much methane? Like what? Like why? That doesn't make a lot of sense. If that's another methane tank, that straight up doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would you need that much? If it is.
Why not plan to put it here anyway, too?
Well,
That's
because
just
they have to
temporary on
drill.
the side.
Future proofing?
well, What? That tank there is what, 950 cubic meters? Like, why do you need? What are you gonna do? A full duration ship static fire? Like what? Like, I don't
Oh,
I don't understand why you need that much methane.
what about
Unless
like if for cadence they need like multiple static fires in a week or something?
I mean, I guess that's the only. I guess that would be if they truly were planning on static firing like a couple of ships in a week, and they just didn't want to refuel it constantly or something. But
Yeah, like they refill it up, refill the tanks over the weekend, do all their static fires during the week.
like, it is hilarious how much they're upping their cadence to test vehicles here, but production wise there is nothing to say that they could even remotely approach that capability at this moment. Maybe not, like, at least not till Gigabay is operational, but I guess they're trying to get ahead of the game or something. I don't know.
Just looking at the nose cones and the factory, it looks basically like everything's come to a screeching halt until they clear 39 out.
Yeah,
And we're heading home.
until they cryo.
Yeah.
Looks like we're on our way home. All right, so that's the photos, guys. So we'll be back at the airport in a minute, and we'll be looking forward to the show and tell later on today. There's heaps of exciting things to have a look at and to discuss again in greater detail. We get a certain amount of info out of these sort of low-res photos, and it's good to talk about them a little bit, but when we get the high-res photos, we can definitely go to town and see great amount more of detail. Like Ryan says, words. And in chat, someone said, "Is this Ryan Webber from NSF?" And yeah, we steal Ryan every now and again. We hijack him and
Hold me
kidnap
hostage.
him.
Yeah.
Actually, our cloning program's not quite complete.
No, don't tell me there's two of them. I'm kidding. We could handle two of you.
Drew Nar in the chat's wondering, do you think Massey's will be connected to the ASU? Maybe additional storage to keep it running between delayed launches?
That's a long pipe run.
That'd be an expensive pipe run as well.
Only 4
They
miles.
They could truck it. They could definitely set up a truck run using the ASU. Like if they had just cryoed vehicles and the tank farm is full, they could bring in a line of a semi of cryo semis and then just run between the ASU and Massey's and fill it up like that. They could definitely do something like that.
I have a feeling. Go on. Sorry.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. I mean, that's a good use of the ASU, and it's not like it's a long drive at all. You know,
Part of me
ASU
thinks.
probably not going to have a fill station, right?
I mean, you can use the backfill one of the existing fill ports, but more than
from Lindy in Brownsville.
Yeah, that's what I think they're going to do. They need. You want your redundancy, right? So they bought the long term contract, whether they take delivery or not. Lindy doesn't care because they got their money.
Yeah, I think reducing truck traffic is their goal. So, at least like between Starbase and the launch site, or more Massey's and the launch site, is kind of where they want to reduce. I mean, in reality, they want to reduce traffic on the whole highway, but specifically in that area, I think is where they want less traffic.
I have an idea. Build a liquefaction plant and an ASU at Massey's, and run a natural gas pipeline to Massey's. Boom, done. Right?
They
Flawless.
probably would have had space to do that before they blew up the methane farm.
That is a different tank
It's a
design than
different
the previous ones. It's like it's upside down.
Got a different eyebrow too.
Oh, I'm looking at that the little bulge on the other end is usually on the bottom.
Is there one down the bottom too down there?
Yeah. This is a special tank.
Just to throw the ACD people out. Looks like we're coming late finals, just about to land on the runway. Hey, safe, fasten your seatbelt, make sure your tray's in the upright position. Holy cash. And touchdown. Come to a screaming halt and taxi on over to the apron. So thank you all for flying with us today at RGB Aerial Photography. We appreciate your support and ongoing viewership. There's like 250 odd in chat today. That's awesome. And sort of 25 to 30 in Patreon. So that's not a bad turnout at all. Looks like there was a nice amount of chat going on in the live chat. So really appreciate the content in the chat as well. Thank you all for your kind manners.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys getting up early and joining us for this live stream flyover. Looks like we've got a whole ton of stuff to go over in the show and tell later. So just so you know, that'll be a little bit later this afternoon for the Discord and YouTube members. And we will release that as soon as we know the exact time. We'll put that in the Discord for everybody. And tomorrow we will have our normal Starbase Weekly at 12 p.m. Central Time. So look forward to that. And until then,